All right. I don't know. For some reason, I'm in a mood to sound a little philosophical. I think I I thought to myself, like, what advice would I give some of the youngsters, young men who, Indian men specifically, because I'm an Indian passport holder. My clients are Indians, and I guess I'm aware of the Indian tradition, culture, way of life. Okay, so that is why I'm limiting it to Indians. But that doesn't mean if you are from a different country or nationality or background or religion, this may not be applicable to you. I would recommend you watch it and see if it helps. And you can watch it at 1.5x or 2x speed. There's nothing like you have to take down notes or anything. This is just heart to heart. Because I don't know. I was just driving on the scooter buying some groceries for the house, and I thought about all this. Okay, the first thing that I want to tell you, youngsters, anyone who is maybe below the age of 50, um, whether you're a college fresher, whether you are a 30-year-old, whatever, just remember you have your whole life ahead of you. That is assuming you live that long, because sometimes life can be so unpredictable. Like I've told you, where I stay here, more than 17 people have died. 17. And I'm not talking of old people. I'm talking about there was a teenager who died because of an accident. There was a lady, her husband, I think he was in his 40s. He was doing the drill bit or something. It has a disc. It just, by mistake, he lost his balance and it cut his neck off. So, not full slice, I mean, sliced his neck and he died. There was a lady who married a super old guy, and she thought she was going to have a new beginning of a new life, and he died. So, anyway, I don't depress you with death, but death is a reality that you need to consider. My wife's dad, he passed away. There was a neighbor who just, anyway, you understood. Okay. But if you don't meet the pearly gates or you don't die, remember you have a whole life ahead of you, whole life. And in as much as it is tempting to sound smart, intelligent, that you can analyze anything, I get many of these youngsters who they are so sure about their lives. They're so sure about the future. And I don't blame them because I was once in their shoes. They literally think they know everything. But here's the deal. Okay, here's the deal. Um, have a look at my face. You can see these tattoos, right? You seriously think that when I was 10 years old, 15 years old, or when I was a small boy, you seriously think that I knew that one day I'm going to have a tattooed face. One day I'm going to have a YouTube channel. Those days there was no internet. I'll be married to a Thai female. I'll have 4 marriages, 3 divorces. I would be 125 kilos. From 55 kilos, go to 125, then come down after a bariatric surgery. That I would nearly experience death, that I would try to end my life. I mean, so many things have happened in my life that I never planned, I never thought about, I never thought was possible. So, same way with you. I know that most of you will not be as crazy as me. You will not be as adventurous and stupid as I was. But I can assure you this much: there are so many curve balls life will throw at you. You will really wonder, like, man, fuck, I never thought this would happen. Small things like losing a job, breaking up with a girl, although that you might find very intense. But then life changing moments where maybe the one you truly love, your mother and father, they will die. Or maybe you lost all your savings in business, all the money. or maybe a life changing accident or health issue. I mean, I've literally known clients who thought life was going to be perfect and they ended up with a stroke. Just imagine, half paralyzed. There are cases where a guy thought nothing would happen to his business, lost everything. 30 years. Imagine 30 years of savings through business. A few bad decisions, he lost everything. He can't go back to the corporate world, and the only job he was getting was secretary after being a managing director, after being a owner of a business. So, yeah, number one is you got a whole life ahead of you, and life is goddamn unpredictable. Just keep that in mind. And anytime you're tempted to believe that, yes, life will go as per plan, just look, think of my face and think of how I am. I'm not saying you will go through all that madness, 4 marriages and tattoos on the face and all that, but death in the family, career change, losing money, making money. Oh, even positive things can happen. There are people who became multimillionaires whom I never thought. Some of my relatives whom were very mellow and calm, cool, composed, very, very rich. Some have settled down in Denmark. I never thought they would settle down in places like these. So, yeah. And yeah, one, two of them got married to millionaires. Okay. Second one is life doesn't offer you any guarantees. I know you'll be like, isn't that obvious? Well, people people say that isn't that obvious. Even you will say, isn't that obvious? But then guess what? You do get married, right? You will get married. You will complete your education. You will, choose a career path. You will work with a company and be dedicated to them. You will start a business. Now tell me, all these decisions that you've taken, marriage or career path or education or working with a company or partnership or migration, you made this decision because you believed there's a longevity, right? Yeah, there's no assurance. There are so many people who have been my clients only because they tell me they took engineering and they are not doing engineering at all. There are people who got married to their childhood sweetheart and they don't want to see each other's face. There are people who only wanted to do business, but today they are very well settled down as an employee. There are people even who give their life for their children, help them get a good education, and now the children are no longer in touch with them. So, yeah, in fact, I never thought I would leave Dubai. Dubai was home. Look where I am today. Not that I regret. Obviously, I'm glad I left Dubai because Dubai is too expensive, too hi-fi for me. But you can make out. So, yeah. Number three is, all your school friends, college friends, relatives, colleagues, normal friends, lovers, all the people who you have a relationship with, whom you think it's never going to break, it's never going to end. You'll reach a point in your life where you look back and you'll just look at memories. Oh, this was my partner. I never thought I would break off with him. This was the person I loved. I never thought I would marry someone else. This was my friend. I never thought we would not be in touch. So, yeah, people change with time. And all these, all, not few, all these relationships will be non-existent. So whatever sacrifice, whatever time, whatever money, whatever you're spending, it'll just amount to nothing. Number four is all the decisions that you have made now. Like I invested in all these books, courses, coaching programs, self-improvement programs, certifications. Here's the funny thing. After doing all that, I literally must have spent $1 million. That much I spent. I'm not using. Nobody's asking me for the certificate. Nobody's asking me about these books. Nobody's asking me anything. They just take my opinions and all that. So I'm not trying to say don't study, but I'm just telling you these decisions that you make now, they will they will complement some area of your life and they'll take you to a direction. But most probably, like even the MBA that you're doing, the PhD that you're doing, will you use it is a big question. Then number five is the majority of your time will be spent in work. The majority, whether you like it or not. People want a balanced life. People want 8 to 5, this and that. It's all bullshit here. You will spend your whole day and night. Like if I were to show you as a percentage out of 100%, the ideal would be 50% at work and 50% personal life. You'll be very surprised to know it'll go up to maybe 80. Our whole life, we are just like in a rat race. You're just going to work like a dog to make ends meet, to pay your bills, to save money, to become rich. That's just the way it is. You're going to work. It's like you're born just to work. It's so stupid. Our whole lives, we pray to God, spirituality, this, that, all bullshit here. You're just going to work. And we work for what? Money. Money, I'm telling you this. People say money is God. People say money is not everything. Boss, money is God. Money will rule your life. Money will dictate terms for you. Money will, that statement, money is God, no? Money is your boss. Money will bitch slap you. And no matter what anyone says, whether it's, even religion needs money. Even the priest will ask you money. The imam will ask you money. The pandit will ask you money. Money is God, huh? By the way. Period. That's it. And you'll work your ass off chasing money. All this make money, run after you and all that. There are very few people who are like Naval Ravikant or Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. You'll work your whole life. And, not Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk. Naval Ravikant is like retired and per hour he might charge around $50,000 or whatever. He's become a multimillionaire. He's decided to retire. There are many people like the owner of, ex-owner of Space, MySpace.com. He has retired. He has vanished from the face of. I know there are some cryptocurrency clients I have who invested in Bitcoin. They are millionaire. They don't want to work a single day. They made their millions. Seriously. You're talking 30-year-olds, huh? 30-year-olds retired. They don't want to work a single day. They made around 50, 100 million, 200 million, whatever. They say, I don't want to work. And they are off the grid. Number 6, I don't know, 6 or 7 or whatever. Expect the unexpected. Okay, always expect the unexpected. And I'll give you 2 other rules. Expect the unexpected. These are my favorite. Life is not fair. Life was not meant to be fair. Your one life, live it to the maximum. Seriously, you have just one life. People talk about heaven and hell and all that. This is all that there is. After this, there's nothing. So just one life. So choose how you want to live it. Why do you think I got divorced? Because I didn't want to be with that person. Yeah, like what the fuck is this? Yeah, I don't enjoy sex. I don't enjoy being with that person. I don't even want to have a kid. But marry and stay married for society. What? Fuck you, man. Even job. Am I going to spend the rest of my life working for jobs like this? Or a boss who's like an asshole, who's like ordinary, who I don't even look up to? What the fuck? I should work for a boss. So one life. I'm just take it seriously. Yeah? One life. That's all you fucking have. Yeah. And after you die, it's like you go to sleep. You don't remember anything. So even the money that you're saving, no, this may be the next point. Even the money that you have, don't save so much that you think one day I'll enjoy. You might get a heart attack. There are, this famous story in Abu Dhabi, Indian guy, Malayali, 34 years or something he worked. Nearly maybe 40 years. He worked, saved money, sent it back home. Never even went for a holiday. And finally, it's time to retire, to be with his wife and sons and enjoy retirement life because he built a big mansion. He was working in a very small position as a receptionist, office boy, clerk. So even the sheikh gave him a send off, the sheikh of the company, even though he was the smallest position. At the airport, only because the shock of leaving the job, the sadness, got a heart attack and died. Never got to see his family, never got to enjoy his retirement life. The fucking news. You will change with time. Health will change with time. People will change with time. Your situation will change with time. Your environment will change with time. Technology will change with time. Just think, in my days, there was no even computer, no? I'm telling you, there was a Google search 486, a Pentium. It's like a CRT monitor. If you look at the side, if this is the computer screen, this is the computer screen. It had a big ass, like, uh, like backside, like a big bum or something, CRT monitor, heavy, bulky thing. And Google search games of the 70s. There's like two blips on the screen. Like, you'll see two things on the screen, and then there's a ball, which is a dot. Tung, ting, ting, ting. It'll go this way. And shooting game was one creature, like pixelated creature, would shoot like this. Pac-Man. Yeah. Worse graphics than Pac-Man. Pac-Man was like, ooh, arcade game. You had to put coins to play. We didn't have all these. And the only games that we had was black and white, and they would repeat the same action. Tick, 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 tick. All this changed. We didn't have internet, man. If you needed information, you had to buy those Britannica encyclopedia, the fucking books here. It was like maybe $1,000. You would get a whole bookshelf of encyclopedias. And there you have to check the information. If you wanted to debate or anything, you have to go to the library and buy one book and sit 6 hours just to get few lines of information. From there, we ended up with a smartphone. It has a video camera, it has email. There was no such thing as email, there was postal mail. I would send a letter, it would go after 1 week, reach the person after 1 week. I would get after 15 days the response. And the only other way was phone call. Everything changes here. And people use the same bullshit example to say cryptocurrency is the future. Shut the fuck up. Don't be overly confident. Don't be, don't be like, don't have self doubt and lack of self confidence, but don't be overly confident. Overly confident is not showing off, being cocky with others. Don't show off in front of others, no problem. Inside, don't think you're invincible. At the same time, don't have so much doubt that you get paralyzed. I've seen the lowest of the lows, which is, trust me, you would want to be there. I've seen not the highest of highs, but I've seen highs. But the lowest of the lows is what is scary, what changed me. And you'll always think that you know, you know the answer, you know others, you know yourself, you know people, you know the market. You can predict, you can plan out your future, all that. Success is, I hate saying this, but success is all about luck. There are a lot of people. See, Elon Musk worked hard, became a multi-billionaire, trillionaire, all this speculative amounts. Jeff Bezos, billionaire, millionaire. Oprah, billionaire, millionaire. If they were born in Syria, you think they would be billionaire, millionaire? If they were born as Africans in the poorest of the poor country, if they didn't know English, if they were born to a Muslim conservative family, if Bill Gates didn't have access to a computer, they say Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, if they were not part of that Ivy League and they didn't have access to technology, just imagine if they were born in Pakistan or Syria or India, no access to technology, would we have them? There are a lot of factors that have to be in place for you to be that person. To be Loy Machedo, there are certain factors. To be Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Jack Ma, Putin, Donald Trump, they have to be born in a place. They have to be educated with certain credentials. They have to meet certain people. It all comes down to luck, yeah, boss. I hate to say it, but it all comes to luck. Because remember, hard work, everyone does hard work. Obsession depends on the person. A lot of these YouTubers give big advice, no? They lecture you about life and all that. Shut the fuck up, yeah. Sometimes this podcast, I just want to say, shut the fuck up. Just lucky. That's it. It's just luck. But then you can't just depend on it. You have to work your ass off. Like, for example, me, why do I work? Because I can't just say, I'll win a lottery ticket. By the way, remember, no? I told you, there was my neighbor, not neighbor, she used to massage. She used to massage us, my feet, my wife's feet, and got married to a multimillionaire. Today, she's traveling around Thailand, staying in five-star hotels, had surgery. At the age of 40 plus, he gave her, I think, nearly $1 million US as dowry. Unbelievable, right? Yeah. She married a guy who was crazy about her at the age of 40. Let that sink in. Last piece of advice I'll give you, and that is if you're watching this video right now, if you're able to see the video, internet, phone, you have eyes, mouth, be grateful. A lot of people who don't have all this. You wouldn't want to be born in Palestine with bombs and sleeping in, near the sewage and begging for water and not knowing if the next bomb is going to kill you. You don't even know food is there. Forget work, food. And there's no work. Count your blessings. Be grateful. And if you have a mom and dad who you love, tell them I love you. Might not get a second chance. You have only one life. That's all I want to tell you. Anyway, good, bad, ugly. Feel free. Comment down below. This is me signing off. Live life to the fullest.